Shalom, shalom, shalom.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom, Cap.
What's going on? Shalom.
Medea, Cap. Medea.
Yeah, what we gonna get into? You know what I mean?
Well,
It's Friday night. You know what I mean?
You know what
They're
I
getting
mean?
ready.
Go ahead, sir. Slack it.
And I said that they're getting ready to go out. You know what I mean? What we gonna hit them with? You know what I mean? Before they go out. You know what I mean?
We have an interesting story, you know what I mean? We have some Africans trying to, you know what I mean, tie themselves to us. You understand? So we have that story. Some
Hamites, according to the Bible, we go biblical on them. Some Hamites. Trying to do what?
Tie themselves with us, trying to get our women, sir. Slack ya.
Oh boy. You know Israel have them things. You know what I mean? We have 12 tribes. You know what I mean? And ain't not one of them oppressors woman could come close to we tribe. You understand? Ain't not one. You know what I mean? So let's jump into it. First of all, do we have the video of these Hamites? You know what I mean? Basically, you know what I mean, showing the table manners.
I can get one, sir. You know what I mean?
You get that one. You had to pull that up, and you know what I mean. And the reason why I want you to pull it up too is for, you know what I mean, black, you know what I mean, people, especially, you know what I mean, the Negroes in America and the Negroes in the Caribbean, for us to understand that we are not Africans.
Right.
If we were Africans, right? Let's say, you know what I mean, let's entertain the thought for one moment. Where's the Usain Bolt?
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Where? You know what I mean? Where's the Otto Bolden? Where's the Hazley Crawford? Where are they? You understand what I'm saying? Come on.
Where is the Vibes Cartel, the talent?
Yeah. You go trouble a boy we wear? They're gonna trouble the boy we are.
Right. So like you said, the reason why I say that is because the Africans them have them own Vibes Cartel, but it's just somebody mimicking Vibes Cartel.
You see,
so them basically have kind of one cancer. Going viral for being a Vibes Cartel, look-alike, sound-alike. And guess what kind of music him do, sir?
Jungle Salaki. What kind of music? My bad. I want to get us kicked off of YouTube. I apologize, Ham. I apologize.
Salaki, I wish it was jungle beat, sir. Salaki, them doing dancehall because at the end of the day, that's all them can is copy us. You understand? So where is the African, you know what I mean, talent? You know what I mean? We don't see, sir. Instead, sir, this is what we see. You know what I mean?
Let me see.
Africans are taking in things like this. Eating roast monkeys. Understand? And it must be a delicacy in that tribe, sir. I don't know which tribe this is, but you know what I mean? They seem to enjoy that monkey, you know? Ripping the skin off of
Man, drag that dead monkey, draw there way. Good night. And now, you know what I mean, we are them. We are not Africans, and we have never been Africans. What is so-called oppressor, the Europeans, right? The abolitionists. What they have done, they went along with the Arabs, along with the so-called Jewish man, along with the Africans, the French, the Spaniards, they all came together to put us in slavery. All right? I'm reading a book right now by my brother. I don't know if you ever hear about his name. Yeah. That's enough. They have poor table etiquette. And then them Hamites and them good night. Now I never see brothers, you know, roast a chicken self and hand lit like that. You know what I mean? I never see that. You understand what I'm saying? Never, ever, and I don't think I will ever see. because somebody will tell them, you know what I mean, that ain't right. You know what I mean? They went and this whole slavery, it was just based off of basically economics and racism.
I don't want cancer.
Son, full out economics. The brother by the name of Eric Williams. You ever heard the brother by the name of Eric Williams? You might know him. He was the first president, or I should say, either prime minister or president of Trinidad and Tobago. He died in 1981 while he was serving. Right? He had he had this book called Capitalism and Slavery. Right? That's where he did his thesis and stuff on. You know what I mean? And he explained, and in there, he's going into depth into explaining the economics behind slavery, the capitalism behind slavery. That's why no matter how much we cry for reparations, no matter how much we do it, we could do it in this generation, the next generation. We are not going to get anything from it because slavery was legal in them timing. It was legal. Nobody, they won't break any the law, you know what I mean, of the world or the land. You know what I mean? So there ain't no reparation that, you know what I mean, you could ask for. And what reparation can you ask for? What?
Right.
After they done destroyed us, what you're going to hear tonight is the after effects of it, you know what I mean, of what happens when a people is destroyed.
Right.
And there's no leadership except in school ISUPK under command of General YAHANNA. You understand?
That's right.
Outside of here, there's no type of leadership because your leaders at least supposed to be coming up against what these Hamites are trying to do to our people. You know what I mean? Marcus Garvey, his movement failed. Why? Because he was trying to take the Lord chosen people and tie them to so-called Hamites.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm saying Hamites for those of you who don't know, because the Bible calls them Hamites. I'm calling them by the biblical name, right?
Right.
The Hamites are made up of these 4 nations in the Bible. You understand? Right? And they all stem from that. Now you have this, you know what I mean? You have what they call them, North Africa, West Africa, East and South.
Yeah.
You understand? Right? And now today there are tons of countries in Africa, and most of them right now trying to come up with a way to tie us into their, you know what I mean, into their ethnicity, when we are not them. Right. You understand? Why it is we don't have some ancient tribe across here eating monkey? Right. You know what I mean? Roast monkey, half naked. You understand? Why you decide to be a Rasta? Why you didn't decide to be a some African priest?
Yeah.
If you was from Africa, then why not sit down and try to open the books and see what it is? Were they Rastafarian in Africa? If he is African, you understand? Which lets you know we not them, and we have never been them. There were studies on us. The anthropologists already did studies on us, and they know. You understand? So now, slack here, brother. I mean to run along, you know what I mean, so much, but this story hits me real hard too, because they try to join us on because of our skin color. You understand? Because of our hair. You understand? Now they try to join us onto that, and that joint pisses me off. You want to piss me off? Call me an African. Call me a Hamite. You understand?
Answer.
You wanna get me angry? Say, hey, my African brother, and see how angry I get.
Right.
You understand? Now, go ahead, Carol, Salakia, brother.
Salakia, sir. Yeah, it was okay, man. You could have gone on, man. Because you hit the nail upon the head. You understand?
Man, I feel sorry for that monkey though, but But go ahead. Play the video for them. Let the video, you know what I mean? Let me show black people, you know what I mean, Hispanics and Native Indians, what the earth, you know what I mean, the oppressor, who is the so-called Europeans, he tried to push this on us, right? By saying what the oppressor said, to try to wiggle his way out of slavery. What does he say? You remember the statement? You there? I lost you. Yeah, I think I lost him there. He'll be back, right? What did the oppressor say, right? When we were in slavery, he tried to wiggle his way out of it. You understand? If it's one thing with the oppressor, you don't want to back him in a corner. All right? You don't want to back him in a corner and he feeling some type of way. That's when he most vicious. You understand? But we're going to have to back him in the corner. And he's going to have to face what he done did to black Hispanics and Native Indians. What's going on across right now in the Middle East with the so-called Palestinians and the Israelis, where the Israelis is full out committing genocide on them, textbook genocide, by the law genocide on them. That happened to us 10 times over. You understand? That's why today in 2024, black people don't even know who they are. We don't know who we are. You understand? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see. You know what I mean? If you're brother online, sister online listening, tell me what's your nationality. Tell me what your nationality is. You understand? Type it in. Let me see. Let me see who know who they are. You understand? We educated, right? We have all the schools. We're going to the schools now, right? We beg the so-called oppressor to get in his schools. Now we're in the school. Let's see what you're learning. You know what I mean? Let's see if the school teaching you your identity. You're all the way in the Caribbean. You're reading books, and the books sound like it's from England. The author's from England. You understand? Like what? And who really teaching your kids? Who really trying to educate your kids? Why are your kids in school not reading books written by brothers who were born and raised on the island? You understand? Or sisters who were born and raised on the island. What? We not educated enough? That's what you think? Black people not educated enough? They said that Eric Williams was one of the top brothers to come out of I think it's Oxford or whatever school he went in England. One of the top. You understand? Black people have always been on top of the class. You understand? And when I say black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, we always, you give us a chance, we're gonna get to the top. You understand? In everything, in books, in sports, in everything. You give us a chance. You understand? We're going to be on top. Why? Because we are God's chosen people. That's why. You understand? And let me see if I have the video here that the brother was playing and get it for you so you could see. You know what I mean? What's going on here? And how the food are trying to push this whole concept on us. You understand? The oppressor tries to get out of this whole slavery by saying we sold our own people, when that was not the case. We never sold our own people. the Africans sold Israelites into captivity. Yeah, those brothers and sisters who was on those boat were Israelites according to the Bible. Those were Israelites according to the Bible. And let me see if I could get that for you all to prove to you those were Israelites. Those weren't Africans on them boats that came to America, that came to the Caribbean islands. All right, those were not. You know what I mean? And we're about to read to you here. Understand this. Your pastor, right? Your pastor, he ain't gonna read this. He gonna never read this. Never, I guarantee you. Those of you who listen for the first time, I guarantee you, pastor never broke this down in the Bible for you. Never. But guess what? Commander General YAHANNA done raise up soldiers, done raise up brothers. You understand? Who gonna give up their life to save their brother's life? You understand? He done raise up soldiers. You know what I mean? You wanna join? You know what I mean? You come. You understand? You contact the school, ISUPK144.com. You understand? You contact the school, and wherever you are, you know what I mean, a priest is going to be front and center, right, to edify you and who you are according to this Bible. Understand? All right. Let's get this right here. All right. Okay. All right. Let me read it for you. I'm in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Right? And when you read Deuteronomy 28 and 68, this is Moses speaking to the children of Israel. Right? You go read Deuteronomy 28 and 1, is Moses explaining to the children of Israel, if they obey the Lord, this is what is going to happen. You skip down to verse 15, and it's going to explain to you the curses or the punishment the Lord was going to give us if we fail to obey him. You understand? And one of the things the Lord hates, and we're going to get to it, is interracial marriage.
Right.
Intermingling with other nations. The Lord hates it with a passion. You understand? And he's going to destroy us. Right? So
still lucky about that, sir. Computer crash.
There ain't no problem. I'm telling you that you play that video with them mamas eating that, and that computer was like, oh hell no. You know what I mean? The hell with that. Yeah, those are not Africans. Those are Israelites. You understand? Those are God chosen people, and I'm gonna show you. I have that. You could put that on the screen for me.
The thing that you have down here, the window, right here.
Yeah. No, read that for them. All right.
Answer. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Lord was going to do what?
Bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now remember, we left Egypt with Moses, but Moses is saying he's going to bring us again into Egypt. Why is he saying Egypt? Because Egypt is synonymous with word, the meaning or definition, house of bondage. That is what Egypt is, house of bondage. You understand? You come across here to America and you look at that American dollar, there is a obelisk on it, right? What you call it? What you call
an obelisk, sir?
Obelisk and what's the other one? The pyramid. Yes, the pyramid with the all. I meant to say the pyramid with the all seeing eye on it. Yeah. You understand? Those are just symbols that they use to say that they knew Egypt. You understand?
Right.
And this is our captivity. And as you could see, we have a story we're going to get to in the end with those of you who follow in the story with Cartel, all right? And with the Privy Council. We're going to get to that in the end of the show, all right? Now read this, all right? Read this again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Now, we gotta understand, this is not speaking, Moses is not speaking to the Africans. Moses is speaking to Israelites. You understand? For those of us who think, for those of us who really want to think, nah, what you are saying is crazy, this, that, the other. Nah. What we're saying is the truth. Because what we're saying, we get from the Bible that your pastor reads every Sunday in church. The only problem is, we giving you straight out the Bible. Your pastor giving you what's out his mind or his heart. You understand? We giving you straight out the Bible. We not diluting it. We not, watering it down. We're giving you all the Bible, straight out the Bible. They say you was going to go into Egypt with ships. How did we get to the Caribbean?
By ships.
How did we get to the Caribbean? Yes, with ships. And that ain't no African was on them boats. It was Israelites was on them boats. It's just like today with the Palestinians. What's going on right now in Palestinian? You understand? Palestine, right? Ain't nobody mistaking a Palestinian for a black person.
Right.
You understand? Ain't nobody mistaking him for Israeli or nothing like that. You understand? Let's take what's going on right now. The whole earth is standing back and watching another nation having a genocide placed on them right now. So you shocked they did that 400 or more years ago when it came to us? They stand back and watch the Africans, the so-called the Europeans, right? The Jewish man, when the Spaniards, the French, the Englishman, when they all wronged us up and put us on board, the whole earth was in one unison saying, we're going to make money on these people. We were no different than you making money on cattle or what they have on stock right now, like corn or wheat. You understand? Black people or so-called African American or so-called black man in the Caribbean, you understand? The Hispanic and Native Indians, we were the ones running the stock market back then. You understand? We were property, right? Read on.
One cancer. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
What? He's saying what?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt see it no more again. What was he saying we was going to see no more again? Our land. Right now, the Israelis and the so-called Palestinians are fighting over the land that the Lord said was going to see no more again. You understand? You want to know why for years they're both fighting and unaliving each other? Because that land belongs to none of them.
Right.
And they're both trying to lay claim to it, and the Lord will not have it. That's our land they're fighting over for. You understand? Our land. But we don't have the power. You understand? If black people had the power like the so-called oppressor, the Europeans had, genocide and all these things that going on in the earth, it would not be going on right now.
Right.
You understand? Because even though in your poverty, even though in your oppression, you still have compassion. You still have empathy. You understand? You still have it. When because of your condition, you should be the harder one. You should be the one to be like, you know what I mean? Be where, you know what I mean, where you don't want nobody around you.
God.
None whatsoever.
God.
Because all of them was complicit in slavery.
Right.
You understand? But yet and still, you willing to forgive. You trying to forget about it. You trying to build a community with these people when these people don't even want to build a community with you.
Right.
Which means you have to be in charge. You understand? But for us to be in charge, we're going to have to give up Rastafarianism.
That's right.
We're going to have to allow the Ethiopians women to marry the Ethiopian men, the Ethiopian men to marry the Ethiopian woman. We're going to have to allow Africans to marry Africans. We can't worry about them. We're going to have to worry about each other. You understand? Right? All right, read on. Go ahead. Go ahead. If you want, go ahead. Go ahead. You want to bring something out?
After this, sir. After I'm finished reading, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen.
No, don't slide over that too fast for them. Because remember, they ain't reading this in the church.
Right.
You understand? Christian pastor too, he too up there, you know what I mean, in his collecting all that bread. You understand?
Right.
Collecting all that bread. You know what I mean? To tell you the truth. You understand? He'll never tell you that the Europeans is your enemies. He will never tell you that the Hamites and them is your enemies. You understand? He will never tell you that.
Right.
Right? Read on.
Cancer. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
For what?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
You understand? For bondmen, meaning you're going to be sold as a servant, as a slave, as an employee. You understand?
Right.
And read on.
And no man shall buy you.
Meaning nobody going to save you.
Right.
So now you think you're free, but you owe a mortgage for more than 30 years. You ain't going to finish paying for the house until you're dead.
Right.
You understand? The car in your garage ain't yours.
Right.
You understand? The land you're on ain't yours. Right. Because if you decide to run a highway through that, you're gonna have to go find somewhere else to live. You understand? You can't even have a judicial system that carry out the final say on your land. You can't. You have to go to England. You understand?
All
right? We still in slavery, brothers and sisters. They give you your money. Now your money have your face on it. But what is that money worth to the English pound? You understand? You see the game they play on us?
Right.
That's the game they're playing on us. That's a game. They say, okay, no sweat. We will give you all your independence. When the hell you hear anybody giving you independence? If somebody giving you independence, mean they're still in control.
Right.
You understand? If a parent is giving a child independence, that parent is still in control.
Right.
You understand? Right? You can't be given independence. You're gonna have to fight for it.
That's right.
You understand? Was England given independence? All the wars England fought. It took a black man by the name of King James to bring all them kingdoms together so that you all could form England. You understand? So you all could form Ireland. You understand?
Gun.
All right?
And so, yes, sir, to
Go
add
ahead.
to your point as well. You know what I mean? How did America gain independence from England? They had to fight, you know what I mean, a civil war. You understand? So like what you say, sir, independence is not given, it is taken. You understand?
Yeah.
You know,
Now,
like,
who decides? Who decides who goes to jail in America? Does England decide it? Do you hear America going to some privy council across in England to be governed by? Oh, hell no. Because they are free men.
Right.
We are not. You understand? Don't be fooled. We are not free men. You can't decide to do whatever. Your prime minister just can't wake up one morning and say, you know what? I am not going to do trade with America or England. We're going to do trade between the Caribbean countries. Oh, hell, he going to be removed.
Right.
You ever hear about the CIA? You understand? He's going to be removed. You understand? You want to know why Jamaica owes so much money? Because the new form of slavery is the IMF.
That's right.
That's your new form. So now guess what? You have good farmers on that island. Just like in Trinidad, you got good farmers. You understand? You got good land, fertile land. You know what I mean? You used to cut sugar cane. You know what I mean? Whatever they wanted, you plant, you know what I mean, tobacco, whatever. And all of a sudden, that just stopped. What's going on? You understand? You gotta ask a question. What's going on? Who is in control? Go to Job 9 and 24.
Got one concern.
Right? Hit them with some milk. And then we'll come back and let's see what these Hamites talking about. What they're trying to really, you know what I mean, get black people to do on the islands.
So like, yeah, Job 9 and 24, sir?
Yeah.
Got one gun. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The what?
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
If you're wondering who in charge right now, there is a wicked man in charge right now.
Right.
There's a wicked man in charge of us right now called the Europeans.
Right.
You understand? Those so-called Israelis across there, they're not Jews. They're Europeans that took on the identity of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Why you think they're doing what they're doing to the so-called Palestinians? Because they're not God-chosen people. You understand? They're not. They're Europeans. They're acting just like Europeans. They're not acting like God-chosen people. Right? Read on.
Got one cancer. Oh, Slakia. He covered the face of the judges thereof.
Right, and the judges. Why? Because you can't have Europeans being judged. Right? Because if they were exceptional or good judges, right, these Europeans, they would have known, you know what? We done destroy these people. Let's tell them their name, give them the culture back, and let's give them their land back.
Right.
Let's do that. Let's give them the land back. But they're not good judges. But
Right.
guess who's the good judge? You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
You understand? And he covered the faces of the judges. Meaning what? You go look at the Last Supper. The Last Supper have a bunch of Europeans around the table. But when you read the Bible, right, there's evidence that shows you that the disciples were black, Christ were black, the angels were black. Right? There's evidence showing you all these things. You understand? There's evidence all throughout the Bible showing you that these Israelites were black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? But today, Caesar Borgia, who they depicted as Jesus Christ, he's white. You understand? And people are going to say, well, color don't matter. But if I throw a Caesar Borgia picture on the ground in front of the church, in front of a Christian church, and tell you to use that as a doormat, you are going to want to fight me. You're going to want to hurt me. You understand?
Sir.
When you just said color don't matter.
Right.
You understand?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
I actually did a video where I asked if people in downtown, if they have the courage to show the white picture of Jesus on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And them basically everybody said no, them not have the courage. Even those who did not believe that this was the true color of Jesus. One brother said, just in case, in case him not throw it on the ground, because I don't know if any punishment are gonna reach him in life because of it. And that is how much them fear that white Jesus, sir. So
yeah. Yes. And that's them covering the face of the judges.
Right.
You understand? No, you fear that picture more than you fear your God of this Bible. When that picture is not Christ.
Right.
It is not. You could go do your research and they will tell you this is Caesar Borgia. You understand? He was the son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome.
Right.
They're going to tell you all of this, which means what? He is not Jesus Christ. It's just a depiction they put up, and now everybody have it in the home as Jesus Christ. When it's not Jesus Christ. But he does what? Read it.
Got one cancer. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is he?
Right.
You understand? It's asking a question. If the Europeans are not the wicked, then who are the wicked on the earth? Who done commit genocide upon genocide and they're doing it right now again? You understand?
Got one cancer.
Who did it? You understand? You go take a look at history. Some of you all pissed off with when you read in the Bible of all the unaliving the Lord done did. But there's somebody on this earth here, some nation on this earth here that trying to fight the Lord for that when it comes to unaliving. The Bible said the Europeans were blessed with the sword.
Right.
And that's how they live. That's how they live. Ever since they came out of the mountains, the Caucasus Mountains, that's why they call themselves Caucasian.
Right.
Right? Ever since they come out of that mountain, they've been fighting wars. You go to some town full of oppressors, Europeans. They're going to find something to fight. They're going to find something to oppress.
Right.
You know what I mean? Read on. No, that's it on that.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Got one cut. All right, sir. So You want to jump straight into the video with the Hamites, basically.
Yeah, man, come on. Yeah, bring it. Yeah.
One, sir.
Yeah, bring that video. Let's see what they're talking about. You want to share it with me just in case you crash?
Smoking and burning taxpayers' money.
Sir.
You cannot leave.
It already in the private chat, sir. Check the private.
Which
chat.
one? Tell me which one it is.
It's a TikTok video, sir. Look for a link that says TikTok. Yeah, man. But let me far. So in case. Oh, you want to play it?
Yeah, let me play it here and on your
tears of the ancestors.
All right, sir. Yeah, man. In the meanwhile, just tap up the screen, share. You know what I mean? Like, if you have questions in the comments, Slacky, if you have questions, please leave it in the comments. All right. Somebody said in the chat on TikTok, white man religion. Well, based on what you hear Captain Nayatak say a while ago about, you know what I mean, who the Bible is written to, him just read Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. See? And it says that the children of Israel would go into slavery by the means of ship. You understand? And him tell you a while ago that we were the ones that went into slavery. You understand? By the means of ship. So the Bible is talking about us. We are the children of Israel. You understand? So this is not no white man religion. The Bible belongs to us. See, this book that you call the Bible is our history book. You understand? It is no religion. It is our records. You understand? And how convenient it is that we as a people don't know who we are today. You know what I mean? So much so that we want to join ourselves to these Africans. You understand? Not knowing that we are better than these Africans. See? This is our book. You know what I mean? Cap, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. And I would ask him this question. Which part of the Bible is the white man book? Tell me which part.
Right.
I give him one scripture, Jeremiah 14:2. Pull white out of that for me.
Right.
You understand? Pull Caucasian out of that for me. I gave Revelation, 9:13.
Right.
You understand? If it was a European book, why is left in there that Christ was black? Why is left in there where Solomon say, I am black and comely. I'm black and beautiful. Why they left that in there? If it's a European book,
so
you know what I mean? Yeah. But what I get to realize with brothers and sisters who like to say these things, and if it's a brother or a sister who said it, right, is there is a way to cop out. You understand? Right. Because the Bible ain't conforming with their way of life. And if it's our oppressor who said it, it's basically him knowing that that Bible had nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? But based on the question, it's sung as if it's a brother. You understand? Yeah. It's sung.
Yeah.
Right? But I'll wait for the brother to respond. But you want to play it now?
Sir. Go ahead, sir.
At all the Caribbean ministers, I'm looking at all the Caribbean presidents, all the Caribbean governors. You must be sick in your heads, wasting time sitting in your offices, smoking and burning taxpayers' money, when you cannot deliver the tears of the ancestors who sleep on this ground, who all they wanted was to go back home. And you sit in office and make sure that the citizens, the young people, the young generation, will not even know which route to go to Africa. Imagine a high school boy who simply wants to trace his route, and he's told how many visas do you need just to get across the ocean. Why can't you make it easy? Imagine your son coming here to study, my daughter coming here to study, bringing me home a Jamaican husband, going there, bringing home.
Yuck. I want to vomit. Yuck. Bringing what? He must be mad.
Mm.
None of that. Yeah, go ahead.
Salakia, sir. He must say, and this is how I know these Africans, they are racist and they stereotype us. Him said, our leaders must be crazy, sitting in their office smoking. You see that smoking thing there is just the stereotype that is over here and us here in Jamaica. Thinking that we all smoke weed, we all get high. You understand? Thinking that our leaders, you know what I mean, they are just like us. You understand?
Right.
When in fact our leaders are mostly oppressors, and you know what I mean, and who the oppressors put in play. But the stigma that him put on our leaders is really the stigma we have on us. And it also, Salakia, go ahead, sir.
No, I said, yeah, I agree with you.
Kind of one cancer. And him also said why they don't allow our people to come to Africa when there's so much African country that require a visa, which means what? They really don't want us in them country.
Yeah, they had a what they call it again? Like okay. They want the popcorns. You understand? That's what they want. They want people with money to come across there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the poor ones, they do not want. Just like any oppressor. An oppressor wants people who can do what? Who can build his economy.
Build his
you understand? Yes. Get his people rich.
Right.
You understand? Right. The poor and the ones who, you know what I mean, not all the way educated, you could still write in Jamaica.
Right.
You understand? And smoke your life away and enjoy America. But he's speaking to the rich. You understand? To the ones that could afford to do what? To up and leave and go to Africa. Just like as you say, the Sashamani people and them. Right? They had to have some type of money to jump on a plane and to just, you know what I mean, just forbade their life in Jamaica. You understand?
You know what I mean? So just to agree with you, sir. You know what I mean? To live the life you had, whether it be in England, in America, Jamaica, Trinidad, you know what I mean? Jump on a plane and go to live in Sashamani. You must have had some kind of, you know what I mean, stream of resource to keep you going. You understand? So are really the rich, but how did it turn out?
Right.
It turned out devastating. Slack, yes, sir. Go ahead.
No, I agree with you too. Because for real, get a scripture where you pull to where it talk about you can't give your sons unto their daughters and your daughters unto their son. Because those of us who read the Bible, we understand the Lord. You understand? And the Lord flooded the earth. He destroyed the earth because of interracial marriage. Imagine that. You understand? And if they never heard about it on the TikTok that you're on right now, tell them, ask them if they want me to pull it. Ask them if they want to see the evidence in the Bible that the Lord does not agree with interracial marriage. Unlike what your pastor trying to push in the church, your pastor doing exactly the same thing these Hamites are doing. They are doing it to get paid. They're doing it to get rich off of us. You understand? Like we done poor already, but you still want to wring, you know what I mean, wring everything out of us. You want to take the rich of us across to Africa. So who gonna take care of the poor people? Who gonna take care of the poor people? You understand? When you take the riches and the wealth out of your community, out of your country, of your own people, who gonna help them?
Right.
America?
Salakia, sir.
England? Go ahead.
Salakia, our people, the rich of our people, always seem to find some poor village or some poor child in Africa to support or build school or something. When we have poor amongst us here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which shows you what? Which shows you that them have more love for them oppressors than them own people. You understand?
That's right. Yeah. You know what I mean? You a black man with money in the Caribbean, and you taking your riches and wealth and giving it to Africans. You hate black people
That's right.
in the Caribbean. You don't love them. You understand? And there's a problem with us, you know what I mean, when we poor, you know what I mean? Somebody just have to say, I love you. You know what I mean? Some rich man just have to say, I love, you know what I mean, these people in the ghetto. That's all they have to say. But no work whatsoever. None. That's going to have to stop. You're going to have to call out these rich people, these so-called Uncle Toms, for what they're doing. You understand? Come on.
So like yes, sir. Somebody make a statement and insist that we pay attention to it.
Pay attention. Pay attention to what?
Some users say Israel equals ISIS, Ra, and El. 3 deities in one. And then him say, answer what I showed you.
Yeah, you know what I mean, tell him to stop, you know what I mean, smoking. Stop getting high. You should stop getting high. You know what I mean? No, but let's read that.
So like, yeah, let me just answer him question so him can, you know what I mean, get the cut that him asks for, you know?
Come on, give him it. You know what I mean?
So, you know what I mean? Them have this foolish saying that Israel mean ISIS, Ra, and El. When Israel is the is the English translation of a word in Hebrew. The original marks for, you know.
Come on, give him it. You know what I mean?
So, you know what I mean? Them have this foolish saying that Israel mean Isis, Ra, and El. When Israel is the Hebrew is the English translation of a word in Hebrew. The original name is in Hebrew is Yashar Allah.
That's it.
There is no such thing as Israel if there wasn't a translated in English. You understand? It's Yashar Allah, which means Prince of the Color, the power, which means what? Where is Isis, Ra, and El in Yashar Allah? There is no Isis, Ra, and El. You can't get Isis, Ra, and El out of Yashar Allah.
Right.
You understand?
And Israel was a man. His name was Jacob, and the Lord changed his name to Israel.
Right.
So I don't know, whatever you getting high on, brother or sister, you should stop. You should get help. You are an addict. You understand? You should get some help. You know what I mean? Come on.
Look like him take him cut, sir. Him say, okay.
All right. You know what I mean?
Kind of one cancer. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters. Salakia, go ahead, sir.
The Lord, I learn the Bible talk because they're going to tell me I racist.
Right.
They're going to tell me that I hate Hamites. I don't like Europeans. They're going to tell me this when I never harm no Hamite. I never harm no European.
Right.
And I don't support harming a Hamite or European. Don't push that. You understand? But what I'm pushing is for us to love each other. You understand? You grew up in a black home with a black sister, with a black brother, then choose somebody like them when you go to marry. Choose somebody like them. The Lord gave us 12 tribes of Israel. You had 12 tribes to pick from.
Right.
Why is we want to do like Samson? Like the story of Samson ain't good enough for you? Samson's parents was begging him to do what? To take a daughter from his family, from his nation. Was begging him to do it. Nah, he want Delilah. You understand? He want that Hamite. He want that African. Well, guess what? That African woman gave him up to her African brothers.
That's right.
You understand? And that was it for Samson. And the Lord just gave him what? One more chance to redeem himself. But in the process of redeeming himself, he had to do what? He had to die. Don't be like that. Just don't choose what? Neither shall thou make marriages with them. Simple. You want to help African men? You like African men? Let them African marry the African woman.
Right.
You like African woman? Well, then let the African man marry his sister. You understand? Somebody from his people. Let him do that. You understand? We are going to have to start to love each other. I know we poor. I know we, you know what I mean? We under all this oppression. So we're frustrated with each other. But we're going to have to find a way to love each other under all this oppression. You understand? We're going to have to put the blunt down. We're going to have to put the chalice down. We're going to have to put that marijuana, that ganja down. And we're going to have to face reality that we need each other. We ain't dire need of each other. Now read on.
Cancer. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son.
Thy what?
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
You can't give your daughter unto them. Who is the them? The heathens, the so-called Hamites, the Europeans, the Asians, the Arabs. You understand?
Right.
The Lord is against interracial marriage. I know you see a big entertainers, you understand it, big ballers, running after these so-called Europeans and these Africans, these Hamites. But don't make their mistake.
Right.
Don't make their mistake. When you see a brother choosing another nation over his people, he is mentally destroyed. He is mentally destroyed.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is how you should try to fight it off. Would you walk down the street with a monkey in your hand and say, "This is my husband, or this is my wife"? Would you walk down the street holding a goat and say, "This is my husband, this is my wife"? No, you won't do that.
Right.
You understand? Well, treat that like a heathen. You understand? Treat that like a heathen. You understand? So in your mind, I can't have sex with that. I won't have sex with a dog. I won't have sex with that. You understand? Right? Treat it like that. So like if I hope I get kicked off.
La, sir, la. You know what I mean? Well, some people, you know what I mean, seem like them, you know what I mean, love African run, but we have a couple strong ones still here with us, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I'm too if Africans listening to it, I want them to see. Let them see whether or not we them.
Right.
You understand? They should come out and just tell the truth. If you like if you love black people,
right?
You know what I mean? You're listening to black people talk right now. Why not just come out and say we Africans are different from you people?
Right.
We are different. You understand? Read on.
Can one cancer, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
The Lord don't want that.
Right.
The Lord do not want you giving your daughters to their son. Don't want your son cleaving onto their daughters.
Right.
The Lord destroyed the earth because of that. He destroyed it. Solomon, the wisest man on the planet at the time, fell because of that. The Lord split the kingdom because Solomon went and had interracial marriages. It wasn't because he had 700 wives and 300 concubines, but it was the other way around, right? It wasn't because he had all those women he lost the kingdom. He lost the kingdom because he chose to go marry heathens. That's why the kingdom was split into Judah and Israel. When you read after the book of Kings, you see it started talking about Judah and Israel. And that's because of that situation with Solomon. The Bible is against interracial marriage.
Right.
God is against interracial marriage. An European could never feel what you feel or understand what you are going through.
Right.
They will never understand it. You understand? For you to be with a European means you're going to have to reject your people. You're going to have to reject the memories of slavery. You're going to have to reject it. Because how could you be with a European knowing that their forefathers enslaved your foremothers,
right,
your forefathers, unalive them because they couldn't work, bring enough money into their slave master's house, work to death, names stripped from them, culture stripped from them.
Right.
You with one of them, you are going to have to hate your people. And the Lord knew it.
Cancer.
Solomon did it. And he went off into their belief system. And once you go off into their belief system, you have now joined yourself onto their people and left your people. You understand?
So lucky, sir.
Come on.
And to add to your point, the same thing goes for the African them. You understand? If you marry an African, see, you have to forget the struggle that your foreparents went through when these bastards sell you into slavery to the oppressor. You understand? Right. And the spirit that comes with love in Africa, you can see it in the Rastafari community, is hating your people. Never loving anything about your people and praising Africans, praising Ethiopia this, Ethiopia that, Shashamaniland. Well, look what going on in a Shashamaniland.
Yeah.
You understand?
They love, what's his name? Haile Selassie.
Haile Selassie.
Did Haile Selassie have a dreadlocks?
So.
You ever grow dreadlocks? No. You understand? Why the brother had to come up with a song, you don't have to have a dread to be a Rasta? Because them Rastas was hating on bald heads.
Right.
You understand? And them bald heads hating on Rasta.
Right.
When we got to cut all that out. At the end of the day, we black people, we Israelites. You understand? This Bible ain't religious. People religious.
Right.
People create religion. The Bible don't create religion. The Bible is a book of laws. You understand? And this is a law right here. We in Deuteronomy. And it's a law that you cannot marry another nation.
Right.
So what is this African talking about? Go back to the clip. And I'll pull it back a little bit and see what he's talking about.
Got one concern.
Imagine your son coming here to study, my daughter coming here to study, bringing me home a Jamaican husband, going there, bringing home a Zulu girl. Cultural integration would begin to neutralize this issue. But until we begin to have this conversation, I'm glad me and you.
I would rather bring home a fly.
I'm right.
I'd rather bring home a fly, you understand, than to do that. I'll bring a fly home. You know what I mean? Put it in a cage, do whatever with it. But I ain't bringing no Hamite home to my mother and father.
That's right.
You understand? I'm not going to anger my forefathers. After what they went through, I'm going to go join the enemy. Why? Because they done dead and in the grave and rot? Nah. Nah. You know what I mean? All the insurrections that were put down, all the unaliving that took place, the lynching that took place, the brutality that these slave masters had on us, and I'm gonna just forget it and then go join with these people, with these Hamites? Nah. Come, bring fly home and bring, you know what I mean? Come on, flies. I'm bringing them home.
Right.
You understand? I could get a bug mat and, you know what I mean? What you all used to kill flies across there?
Yeah, well, we have the fly tape thing that they set up on the sticky.
Yeah. So I'll put all that up around my house and get rid of them flies. You understand what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, we could be some problems if I bring one of you all home. You understand?
All
right. You want to play a little more?
Yeah, we have this. We have the Sasha Mani video.
Okay, let finish this one off and then we go hit the Sasha Mani video to show you, you know what I mean, to show black people out there that really and truly you do not want to go live amongst them Africans. Because what you're doing is this. You are leaving one oppression to go into another oppression.
Right.
That's what you're doing. You're not leaving hell to go into heaven. Don't think you're leaving hell to go have heaven in Africa.
Cancer.
You understand? Them buggers eating monkey across the ark.
Right.
You understand? A roasted monkey. What do you think will happen to you when you get across there? Are you going to partake of that monkey too? Please don't answer me on TikTok whole thing. Please don't let me know. I have brothers and sisters who will go across there and eat a roast monkey with them. Please don't tell me we fall far from grace. Let me finish playing this.
You representing the North, me representing the South. Yep. We're here to come and tell the fellow Caribbeans that you don't need to be strangers. We are your brothers.
We are
That's
brothers.
Yeah. We on one accord. We on one accord. You understand? You from the South, I from the North. They are not our brothers,
right,
and sisters. You understand? Not. You know what I mean?
One can.
All right. The other one now. No, let's go to which one you want to play first?
All right. I'll play this one first. We still have the Liberia thing. You would want to address that first before the Sashamani, or you want just play this video and then go straight tonight?
No, let's play the Sashamani on first. You know what I mean? Because that there is one section of the so-called, Africans who refused us.
Right.
You understand? We make music. We make music for them. You understand? Culture and them man. Men sing Sizzla Kalonji, Capleton. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Most.
You understand? We make Ethiopia seem as if it was the land, the homeland of black people.
When
that was not our homeland. Come on.
And you know what that did for Ethiopia? That made Ethiopia greater than it ought to be.
Yes.
Because here you have we over here singing about Ethiopia, when whenever we see Ethiopians on TV, is always malnourished flies surrounding them, barren lands. You know what I mean? It don't look like any place where we don't want to go. But the way our brothers sing about Ethiopia in the Rastafari community, you think Ethiopia is heaven?
Man, brother, I'm telling you, in the earlys when you hear sisters sing about Ethiopian thing, Addis Ababa, brother. If I had the money, I'd have been Addis Ababa. You know what I mean? Luckily, I was too poor. Thank the Lord. I was poor and dumb. You understand? That's two combination there. You know what I mean? Two combination. You know what I mean? You thank the Lord for in situations like that. To be poor and dumb. You understand?
To be rich and dumb. Tragedy.
Yeah. You understand? Yeah, it's a tragedy. You know what I mean? Because look at what we're going what you're going to play here. Do you want me to play this one first that I have up there? Or is the other one?
That one? Sir. No. All right.
Look,
see if you can find this one, sir. See if you can find it.
Oh, no. Remember, the one that you playing, I can't play it across here.
Oh, okay. All right, let me try to play it, sir.
And that one. Okay. All right. Yeah, and that one shorter also too.
Yeah,
and
this is
it's more to the point. Yeah, and it's more to the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Because Marcus Garvey, he tried to get us back, go back to Liberia and stuff, right? But them Liberians rejected us.
Right.
Why the brothers and sisters who were left in Liberia, why they ain't crying and say, you brothers, come back to the land? Ain't nobody saying come back right now. Why? Because they're being oppressed.
Right.
You understand? You're gonna leave America, you're gonna leave the West Indies and go across to Africa and be oppressed too and be in hell. You understand?
Cancer.
You know what I mean? Especially if you're poor. Now, if you're rich and you have some money like them entertainers and them, you might survive around them. Right. You understand? Until your money run out. Once that money run out, brother man, you better have a what do you call them bag? A survival bag ready. Right. to go to get out of Dodge once that money finish. You understand? Right? You able to play?
Concert.
Go ahead. You can play.
Many of these men traveled thousands of kilometers to live in what they say is their promised land. The town of Sheshamani in Ethiopia is a spiritual home and place of pilgrimage for Rastafarians around the world.
And pause it.
This
Pause
is one
it
of
there.
their church museums. The board
Pause it.
outside advises visitors on.
And you realize he said the spiritual home.
Right.
Right? Now why you gotta say we're a spiritual home? Because it's a pipe dream.
Got one country.
You understand? That's a pipe dream you're living. If you're smoking marijuana, oh yeah, you're gonna be in heaven, in hell.
Right.
You understand? You're gonna be in heaven and hell smoking marijuana. Why? Because you're high, Negro. You don't want to face reality. You understand?
Right.
Go ask, go sit down and try to do a study on black people who really hooked on marijuana and see the type of life they live in and you will understand why they're chronic smokers when it comes to marijuana. It's not because they love it, it's because they hate their life.
Right.
And they're looking for escape out of it. Because they turn the TV on and seeing the oppressor in Benz and Rolls Royces. You